Yeah. All right, you all hear me? Okay. Check one, two. Right. Okay. So everybody should have an idea of what to do here, right? So they said a drinking straw of length 21 centimeters is cut into three equal pieces. They said the first piece is X centimeters. So you can't sleep on that. The first piece is X centimeters, right? It's just X. Then the second piece is 3 centimeters shorter than the first piece. So this is very similar to the one we did before. If the first piece is X, what would the second piece be? Anybody? Excellent. Excellent. X take away 3. Okay? First piece is X, second piece is X take away 3. Now the third piece is twice as long as the first piece. Right? So this will be 2 times which piece? Anybody? X. Excellent. So 2x represents the third piece. So we have algebraic expressions to represent our first piece, our second piece, and our third piece, right? So we go in. Let me see what the question asks. I didn't even know what the question asks. State in terms of x the length of each piece. So they just ask in here for first piece would be x. Second would be x minus 3. And third would be 2x. I have my 3 pieces of string there. Right? Is everybody clear here? Respond to the please. Oh, okay. They follow what the one above did, but that's why I made sure and I stressed on read properly. They said twice as long as the first piece, the first expression. You see how they bolded the expression? What's the difference between an expression and an equation? Anyone? An expression has no equal sign, and an equation has an excellent. Right. So, right, an expression in terms of x will represent the sum of the length of the 3 pieces of drinking straw. So this is not going to be equal to anything. So we want the sum. Sum means we added. The first length is x plus the second length is, all right, my boy like it, and then plus, right? Now, the mere fact that it's a plus in front of these brackets, it comes like one is understood. We could just drop the brackets, right? Because it's like 1 multiplied by x, 1 multiplied by -3. So this was going to be x plus x minus 3 plus 2, right? If we simplify it a little further, just to make it look, a little more uniform, this is 2x. X, 1x plus 1x plus 2x would be 4x minus 3 would be my expression to represent the length of the 3 pieces of straw. Respond with yes if you are clear here. Excellent. So we roll in again. All right? Hence, calculate the value. So we now need to form an equation used to find the value of x. Now, did they say anywhere in the question above what the length of the 3 straws were? Anybody saw it anywhere? Look at it right there. The drinking 21 centimeters is cut into 3 pieces. 21. So this will be equal to 21. I'm going to take this minus 3 kite on the side, and I'm going to add. So you'll have 4x is equal to 21 plus 3. 4x equal to 24. And then I'm going to take this 4 and divide it here. Right? Doing the opposite of multiplication, which is division. And I'll get x is equal to 24 divided by 4. X is equal to... Excellent. Excellent. Now I'm responding. Yes, so many people actually got this. Excellent. Super proud of you all. Anybody needs to write? Okay. Okay, so we're rolling again. So I'm going to give you all a little time here to try this. You all know the order. Giving you all a little questions. I'm going to give you all a little 4 minutes. Go. Let's try. 4 minutes.
One, please. I finished before you because I stopped you. That's the only reason. Yeah, if you started in the time as me, you would be finished. I couldn't. I can't remember what it was. They did. So, 2 months. I don't know what to watch. I'm really forced. Hey, really forced? That's a shame. That part is why you do it. Actually.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, look at me a little quiet, please. Or talk a little softer, thank you. Morning, morning. Morning. Okay, everybody should be working here, right? Everyone should be working. Why am I not getting this to the correct volume? Yeah.
I done piano room, I done my room, and I done the living.
Okay.
I could go.
Once you finish everything, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I still have to do the kitchen and bathroom.
Go and help her.
Okay. Yeah, he said to help you.
Okay. Rolling again. So the table below shows the type of cakes available at a bakery, the cost of each cake, and the number of cakes sold for a given day, right? So sponge cake will cost K plus $1. Our chocolate cake would cost K dollars, and our fruit cake will cost $2K, right? Number of sponge cakes will be 2. Number of chocolate cakes is 10. Number of fruit cakes is 4. Write an expression in terms of K for the amount of money collected from the sale of sponge cakes. Sponge cakes. Anybody? Anyone? Right. So this is the amount of money collected for the sale of sponge cakes for that day. Was only one spot. What is that? Say it again. Two open bracket K plus one close brackets. All right. Everybody good here? Right? That would be the sale of sponge cakes. Okay. Then write an expression in terms of K for the total amount of money collected in total. Right? Right. So we plus one. Plus, who could tell me the sale of chocolate cakes? Anybody? Can 10? 10 what? No, you want to put brackets. It has to be 10K. Right? Plus, what represents the sale of fruitcake? Fruitcake cost $2K and it was 4 cakes sold for the day. So how much? Well, what would represent the sale of fruitcakes? Uh-huh. Right. So all he is doing is he's taking the number of cakes sold and multiplying it by the cost. Excellent. Nothing because they don't need to put it in. That meaning if you put it, it's okay, right? So if I simplify this expression, I'm going to multiply 2, 2 by k, then 2 by 1. 10 by, well, you're multiplying 10 by k alone, and then it's going to be 4 multiplied by 2k. You're basically getting rid of the brackets. So 2 by k would be 2k, 2 by 1 will be plus 2, then you have plus 10 by k is 10k, and then 4 would be 8k. Simplifying this further, I can add all the like terms together. So that will be 2k plus 10k plus 8k will give me 20k plus 2. Respond with yes if you got this, please. Anyone got this? Respond with yes. All right, good. Anybody else got it? I can't see who raising your hand. Who raising their hands? I only have one device today. You know, let's pull it up on my. Let's pull it back up on my phone. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone so I could you all could raise your hands. I just had it on my phone and then I take it off. Leo, you can put it on my phone, please. Right next to the bed. Okay, so I've seen everybody here now. How much people that have in this class right now? 17. Right, thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, there we go. Total amount of money collected at the bakery for the day was $140. Determine the value of K. So Soraya, right. So the total amount of money collected at the bakery for the day was 140. They want us to determine the value of K. What do we need to form in order to determine the value of K? We need to form a what? Excellent. So what represents collected for the day? What expression represents? Soraya? Not 2K, 20K plus 2. Right? 20K, it'll be 20K plus 2. That represents the total amount of money collected. And this will be equal to $140. Okay? So what I need to do, I need to carry this 20 here. So this will be 20K is equal to 140 minus 2. Right? 20K would be equal to 138. In order to find K, I need to take this 20 and divide it there. So Melisha, what K would be equal to, Melisha? Melisha? See, this does happen when teachers and questioning students. Yeah, Melisha, you hear me? Divided by, sorry, K is equal to 130 divided by 20. What would you get there? 6.1 flat. Leo, you could lock that door, please. 6.9. That's something more correct, more accurate. Raise your hand if you got 6.9, please. I can see your hands now. Raise your hand if you got 6.9. Right, I see my hands go now. Excellent. Yeah, sure, no problem, Josh. Form case, the question asks us anything else? No, that's all. Does anyone need to write anything here? Raise your hand if you need to write anything, please. I can see on the phone here who raising their hand. Empress, you need to write? I've seen some hands up. Do you all need to raise your hand if you need to write anything? Okay, some hands up. So let me give you all some time to write. Write on this quickly. Sure, sure. All right. So I want to show you all this one, and you all are going to try it. Okay. Let's go. Try this one.
I don't know how to describe. I'll show you. Are you just start the tree? I'll show you. This is the class. This time is she's not a good teacher. But we try to some or some. She does get better. Uh, You're like sitting around the touch. What? You're like sitting around the touch. You're sad. We used to. Come. What? Also, since it was time in the class, and I have to this, what I have to do. So, in the second class, on the you are, you always get to yeah. So how we process schools is in how we school what is. First process is choosing people. The children, welcome is a very good something is a very good people. Although no, it's not. It's not okay. The only way to get cheated is if you come right before and that's not. That's the only way you'll be actually. I want to be that week so that we make sure we have all the classmates. So, all the class, ele ana coçada, you finish. You finish. Yeah. You finish.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so students in a class sell donuts to raise money for their school project, right? Um, Trying to see all your face, all your screen, right? I have you all here. Right, good. So the donuts are sold in small and large boxes. The number of donuts in each type of box is given in the table below. So a small box contains X donuts. A large box contains 2X plus 3 donuts. The students sold 8 small boxes, and 5 large boxes in all. Write an expression in terms of X to represent the total number of donuts sold, right? So total number of donuts. So let me deal with small boxes first. So Abijah, how would I calculate the number of donuts in the small box? Abijah. Right, let's deal with small boxes first. Right? Each box has X donuts. How many small boxes we have? Right? So give me an expression that can represent the amount of donuts in those 8 small boxes. Simple as that, my brother. 8x. Simple as that. So we go into the large boxes now. Caitlin, how many large boxes do we have, Caitlin? Sister asks you how many large boxes did the students have? Thank you. 5 large boxes, right? And how many donuts does each large box have? Caitlin, how many donuts does each large box have? Excellent. 2x plus 3. So I have my expression to represent the total number of donuts, right? Could we get rid of these brackets here, Caitlin? What it would now become? You multiply now 5 by that 2x alone. I teach you that. Yeah, I hear you say 5 by, and then you say, oh, I thought they say that's 3. So 5 by 2x would be 10x, and 5 by 3 would be 15. What can I add together here, Caitlin, to make it a little more simple? Like terms, excellent. So 8x plus 10x would be how much x? 18x plus 15, right? Who would have put 18x plus 18? 18x plus 15. Right, let's go on to Empress. No, right, Empress. The total number of donuts sold $195. Calculate the number of donuts in a small box. So they basically asked us to find what here, Empress, if they want the number of donuts in a small box. What represents the number of donuts in a small box? Yeah. How many donuts we have in a small box? What represents that? Right, X. So it's like they basically asking us to find X. The only information they told us is they told us that the number of donuts sold was 195. So what we need to form here, we need to form our what? Priya, you want to help her? We need to form our what, Priya? Excellent, Priya. We need to form an equation, right? So what am I using here, Priya? Very good. Excellent, Priya. 18x plus 15 is equal to 195. So we use the information that we were given to form an equation, which we can now use to solve for x. What do we need to do here, Marissa? What are we doing here next? We need to solve for x. Marissa, right? Let me go. What are we moving first? Right. Right. So it'll be 19. That's on 195. Excellent. So 18x is equal to what? All right. Carry the 18 here. What you doing with it? So x is equal to 10. Okay? Right. So we found the number of donuts in a small box. Let me move on to Israel. Israel. Right. So I need to find the amount of donuts in a large box. What represents the amount of donuts in a large box? Excellent. 2x plus 3. Now, and we found the value of x. Right. So what am I replacing x here with? Right. So let's go. So there'll be 2 by plus, and what is will be equal to 23? Excellent. Yeah, we need to, a very good, Israel. You need to put donuts. This is 10 donuts. Okay, so we're looking good so far. We're looking real good. All right, that's all I want here, right? I sit down and want question done. Anybody need to write? Raise your hand if you need to write. No problem. Leo, one by all I can slam and do one thing. Please, right? Everybody finish writing here? Right, we move in. Right. For another thinking. We deal with number 29. I'm giving you 5 minutes to think a little bit. Go.
I deal with touch my kitchen and they were listening everywhere.
Very good. Well, I just had to work it out, you know. That's all I let her do. Work it out.
Not sweet or nothing. And you never.
You all need to sweep. He cleaning the gallery. Leo, go clean the gallery, please. Why didn't clean it yet? It's a the blower you could use. The blower right in that back room there.
Wait, are you looking at?
All right, let's get it. So I want to start with Kaylee. Let me hear your ideas to number 1. When 4 is added to a certain number, map out this to me, Kaylee. Right, I want to start with Kaylee. Kaylee, when 4 is added to a certain number, the result is the same as having that number and adding 10. What are your ideas here, Kaylee? Kaylee? And I'm here in Kelly. Lion, what should I do it? You can come through it though, but I have lessons finishing 12, and then I have lessons from 1 to 3. And that's why I was saying I want to leave by 4 now. So we just want to load up the tray with the melons and we done and leave. But you can come, I hear. It's just I'm gonna be teaching lessons. I could take a little thing with you in between if you want. Yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm. Right, so it'll be 4 added to a certain number, right? What you call a certain number? Right? Yeah. So it's 4 plus x is equal to the same as what? Half any number, right? So half any number, you can either put a half x or you can put x over 2 and then add in 10. This is what you're saying here, Joshua. You can put a half x. All right. So with this information, I want you all to try the next one. Oh, what I was saying is I have class now. So I have class until 12, and then I have a 1 hour break, and I have class from 1 to 3. And then we wanted to load up the van and go down to the apartment. They could come in between it over. It's just I will be teaching class. I will take a shot today in between. There's no seat. They can check my hair until about 4. So you can come through, but just I have class in between. So small, minor thing, minor thing. If you want to come through, I hear. Right? I'll be working and then she might reach home around 3. She just come home in time to load up the tray and bus out. So let me know what you want to do. I hear. Have class now. So I have class until 12, and then I have a 1 hour break, and I have class from 1 to 3. And then we want to load up the van and go down to the apartment. They could come in between it over. It's just I will be teaching class. I don't think I'll shut today in between. There's no seat. They can check my here until about 4. So you can come to, but just I have class in between. So small, minor thing. If you want to come through, I hear. Right? I'll be working and then she might reach around 3. She just come up in time to load up the tray and bust out. So let me know what you want to do. I hear. All right, let me go. We want to finish this question before 12, right? And then you will do the rest of homework. So let's go. I want to go to who ain't answered on yet, boy. Don't have much people here. Is Kelsey here? Kelsey. Right. Try this one, Kelsey. You want to square the number, right? What do you think square the number means? Mm-hmm. X is the number. So if we square the number, anybody want to help her? Right. Well, square the number means x squared. Yeah, x squared. That's all. X squared, and then subtracting 6 gives the same result as doubling the number. So doubling the number will be what? 2x. Somebody said it. 2x. Excellent. 2x. And then they said added 9. Right. That's it. Raise your hand if you got this. I've seen who raised this. Okay, no problem. If you got this, raise your hand if you got this, please. Raise your hand. Nobody got it. All right. So let's go on to the next one. Last one, and then we'll close up. How come I ain't seen it again? Okay, right. Woo, plenty people get it, but I now see the hands. Sorry, I wasn't seeing it as part of my thing. Very good, guys. Excellent. Excellent. Let's go. Last part here. Let me give you a little hint. Input x multiplied by 3, right? Think it out. Think it out. You're putting x and multiply by 3, you add 5, your output will be y. So it will obviously be equal to y at the end. So now we ain't taking no minutes. So we just correct this and get over with, right? Caitlin, what did it here? What are you doing now? All right, no problem. All right, but that is correct, right? But how I would have put it, if we flow in this way, x multiplied by 3 would be 3x, add 5, output is equal to y, right? It could be the next way around, no problem. Right, Caitlin? Right. So we have 4. We input the number 4, right? So if your input is 4, what is equal to 4? Anybody? If your input is 4, what we talking about? What letter is 4? Excellent. Excellent. So when x is equal to 4, let me plug it in there. Oh, let's see how these questions can come. Real strange, eh? So we go in. So 3 by 4 plus 5 is equal to y. What we getting for y here, guys? What are you getting? 17. Excellent. Then they came and said your output is 8. So if my output is 8, what letter is 8, guys? Y is equal to 8. Excellent. So it will be 3x plus 5 is equal to 8. All right? What for long there? Okay, that's okay. Right. So let's go. What are we moving here, guys? 5 and you're minusing it. So 3x is equal to 8 minus 5. Right? So 3x is equal to 3. X is equal to 3 divided by 3. X is equal to 1. We found the value of x. Let's see how easy this thing is. Reverse the formula to write x in terms of y. So this simply means you want to make x is subject, sorry. 3x plus 5 is equal to y. So we can move first here. We move the 5. So you get 3x is equal to y minus 5. What's the last thing we move in here, guys? Anybody? We want to make x the subject. Excellent. The 3. Excellent. So it'll be y minus 5 all over 3. So x is now the subject of my formula. So y'all know what to do for homework. You have to complete this worksheet for homework. I'm going to send it in the group now. Complete for HW, right? And we good to go there. Right, guys? So very good class as usual. I want you all to make sure I get my work done. Does anyone need to copy anything here? So once you don't need to copy, we're done there for the day. I'll see you all next week, Tuesday. We're back to Tuesdays. Right? I'll see you all. Take care. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye-bye.